What's going guys, goes and whatnot? It's your boy Blazing Metal, the Raging Sun, the Blazing Star, right back with another one on some DJ Khaled type shit. No, I'm saying just some quick, and I mean it. This time I sincerely mean it. Maybe half an hour, 20 minutes or some shit like that. Late night or like evening yaps, wherever the fuck you at. Talks about life. You know what I'm saying? It's evening for me. It's almost 10 goddamn PM, man. Time flies like a goddamn motherfucker. It's goddamn evening for me. So we talk about some good little, I guess, wisdom, spiritual, miracle type shit, man. I don't like to label myself. Damn, I just goddamn tied my goddamn bracelet. What the fuck? There we go. I do not like to label myself. I don't even say I'm a spiritual channel. Yeah, know me since day one, ever since I'm like 19, 18 when I made this channel. Well, I started this channel when I was 18, 19. Ever since I was 19 years old, I've been saying, no, I don't like to be called spiritual. I don't like to be called spiritual. I do not like to be called spiritual. Not because I ain't spiritual by definition, but just because spiritual people tend to be weird. Not y'all per se. I do not know y'all, so I'm not talking to anybody personally. Don't take personal offense. Even if I don't know you, or like especially if I don't know you, and chances are I don't know you and you don't know me type shit, so don't even take personal offense. But I don't like to be called spiritual, not because I ain't, but because I do not like to be associated with spiritual type of individuals, you know what I'm saying? I have like an allergy when it comes to being connected to, not connected to something, but associated to something. As far as people and whatnot, I have like a damn allergy when it comes to being a part of people, because ever since I'm alive, people never accurately represented me. But that doesn't mean that shit can't happen. But that's none of your business, man. That's a whole different story, man. That's a whole different story. I have a hard time labeling myself because nothing accurately describes me. As it should, man, because labeling yourself is not really something you do externally speaking, because you don't seek for an external label to label what's on your inside, because nothing outside of you can truly label you if you think about it. Because you can only name yourself. Labeling yourself as something is essentially naming yourself. And if you get your name, or like not even your physical birth name, but if you identify yourself with something outside of you, especially like a program or like a corporate type of thing, you can never be truly described perfectly. You can never truly be that thing, if you get what I'm saying. That's why you don't look outside of you for things to be a part of. You know what I'm saying? Because chances are in this society, programs in which you can be a part of ain't doing you no good, man. Your local community ain't doing you no good, man. Not even your local community, but things to be a part of in this society, such as groups, school of thoughts, religions, goddamn, you fucking name it, philosophies, business ideas, science, whatever you can think of. Whatever pushed out by this society is not necessarily something beneficial for you. So I don't necessarily advise for anybody to be a part of something you never truly created on your own, or at least if it's not genuine. There's like a rule. The bigger it is, as far as numbers, views, and attention and whatnot, the more phony it is nowadays. Because big things are big, not because they're great, not because they're actually good. You know what I'm saying? Big things, as far as things being lit, things having a lot of attention, etc., are big because people point you in that direction. Not because that direction is actually good for you, but that type of thing which is now inflated and big, or that person which is now inflated and big as far as views and whatnot, is designed for you to be seen. You know what I'm saying? Because in so many ways, not even in so many ways, in every single way, this quote-unquote system is just favoritism. I've been saying this millions amount of times. Imagine you own a goddamn business, you own a goddamn platform, right? Would you give your platform to somebody who goes against your values? Would you give your platform to somebody who goes against your core goddamn identity, your core beliefs, your core values? I do not think so. So if you see something which has been giving a platform, especially if it gains a lot of attention, that thing is the way it is, not because it's actually good. That thing is big because it's in agreement with something. And that something is people. You have to be in agreement with people to be goddamn big, you know what I'm saying? But not necessarily always, because things can vary and not always things are rigged. But that's a whole different story as well, man. That's a whole different story, man. I'm not trying to play opposer tonight. Well, actually, I do. I like to. I goddamn like to. I don't like to, I just do it when it's needed. You see, opposition is something which should always be logical. Opposition should always be logical as hell, man. Anytime somebody is opposing you based of something which ain't intellectual or logical, you don't even take him serious. Because if you face opposition which ain't founded in some type of logic, if it ain't founded in some type of good reasoning and meaning, you don't even take it seriously because it comes from a state of emotion. It comes out of a state of, oh, I don't like you. It comes out of a state of, oh, I don't fuck with you. Oh, I don't feel you. You know what I'm saying? And that's something you don't even need to take seriously. You don't even take shit seriously because what the fuck is this reality anyways? I don't even understand why people take shit so seriously because what the fuck, goddamn mosquitoes as big as a goddamn bird. Because in this reality, not everybody has a purpose. Barely anybody has a purpose. And the basic requirement for you to live a worthwhile life is to have a goddamn purpose. So why do you even take things seriously if you don't even have a purpose in the first place? That's something I never truly understood, man. People walk around like crazy, like chickens with no head. They exaggerate over some bullshit which matters none, which is absolutely motherfucking meaningless, man. What the fuck, man? Mosquitoes are as big as goddamn birds tonight. Holy fucking shit. What the fuck, man? That shit ain't even real, man. I doubt these mosquitoes are truly natural, man. They're like goddamn as big as my goddamn eyes. What the fuck? And I got stung already 4 times ever since I'm outside, man. What the fuck? Mosquitoes are like white as hell, man. Every single year mosquitoes get like more and more wild. I do not know what the fuck mosquitoes are up to, but mosquitoes get like bigger and nastier and more aggressive every single year, man. What the fuck? But anyways, I was making a point. Logic, or like opposition, should always be rooted in logic. If somebody's opposing you based on some shit which ain't logical, aka if they oppose you based on some emotional shit, don't even take him seriously. Do not even take him seriously. Because, what the fuck? Because they do not have founded reason to even challenge whatever you're doing. All they have is an emotional disagreement. And who gives a fuck about the emotional disagreement if you can't make sense out of why you don't like what you see? If you cannot make sense out of why you don't like what you see, you have no reason opposing something. Opposition should only come from a state of logic and reasoning. From a state of substance, essentially. When somebody's opposing you for no goddamn reason and with no logical point, don't even take them seriously because they themselves are severely triggered by who you are. When somebody is like opposing you for no reason, with no logic, with no sense, 9 times out of 10, like in 90% of the cases, that person is borderline jealous. That person is borderline triggered, emotionally speaking, based on some shit they can truly do on their own. So whenever you are receiving backlash or like severe opposition, which is not rooted in logic, that person has just jealousy problems. NSS, what the fuck, mosquitoes on my screen, man. That motherfucker tried to goddamn sting my goddamn visual image, man. What the fuck, mosquito was like trying to bite my goddamn phone screen, holy shit. Dumbass creatures. Fucking dumbass creatures, man. I doubt that shit ain't even real, man. Mosquitoes are GMO as a motherfucker, my guys, my whatnot. So anytime somebody's opposing you out of an emotional type of space, that person is just borderline jealous. And jealousy, for me at least, is like the highest form of a goddamn compliment. When somebody's praising me on some good shit, that shit ain't even hitting like jealousy, because jealousy is like the highest form of a compliment. When you can make one person jealous, and I'm not saying your mission should be to make people jealous, but if you can make people jealous of you, passively, by just you being you, that's like the highest form of a goddamn compliment, my guys and my girls and my whatnot, because people are only jealous of you if you have something they would like to have, aka if you are valuable in their eyes. Don't ever forget that shit. Don't ever forget that shit, man. somebody could only be like, I don't like you, I don't like you out of emotional goddamn disagreement with no logic, because they are jealous. Don't even goddamn get it fucked up, man. They are motherfucking jealous. And jealousy is one hell of a compliment. I don't know y'all, man. I don't know y'all, but and I don't know what the fuck everybody's been up to. But hate, I like hate. I wish everybody would hate me, man. No, not everybody, but I wish people would hate me, man. More people would hate me, because hate is just free energy. Hate is just beautiful in so many different ways, because you can only be hated if people like you. Period. Because hate, in so many cases, only comes from people who like to be like you in so many ways. You know what I'm saying? So don't even take it personal. Hate is nothing personal, even though it appears to be personal. But as I've been saying in countless amount of live streams, people can only self-reflect. Nobody can truly talk about you. Nobody can truly talk about you. They can only talk about their own insecurities, their own opinions, their own prejudice, etc., etc., etc. So don't even take it personal. Do not even take it personal. Life ain't personal, man. And everybody's tweaking based on some shit which matters absolutely none, man. If you don't have a purpose, you start to be a funny-ass individual, man. Trust me. If you don't have a purpose, you start to be one hell of a funny individual, and not funny in the good sense. Not funny as an grandiose type of joke type of shit. Not funny in a good way. Funny in a negative type of way, but funny is funny. We all like to laugh sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Funny is funny. If you don't have a purpose, you start to be a very sketchy ass individual. And I'm not talking about Leonardo da Vinci. Sketchy as in, you care about shit which matters absolutely none, man. You care about some shit like elections. You care about shit like, I don't know, inflation. You care about some shit like, I don't know. How do you call that shit? Cryptocurrency or some shit like that, man. Some shit which matters absolutely none, man. Some goddamn meaningless ass bullshit which requires no talent. You see, somebody who has no purpose by default has no talent. So they are only invested in some shit which requires no talent, which requires no personal skills. The birth of somebody who's a severe business shark. The birth of somebody who's a cobalt mite. The birth of somebody who's overly logical. Because you can only be in that type of scheme of reality if you have no creative talents. And damn near every talent is creative in so many ways. So if you have no purpose, you have no creativity. So your life becomes meaningless. And you are only invested in some shit which requires no capability. Which requires no type of goddamn skill or value. You know what I'm saying? Now you invest yourself with some shit like Bitcoin. You don't take any skill to invest into Bitcoin. It doesn't take any skill to invest into Bitcoin. Now you find yourself being on social media 24/7 because it takes no skill being on social media 24/7. You see what I'm saying? You get the motherfucking drill. If you have no purpose, you will be one hell of a funny ass individual, my guys, my whatnot. And not funny in the type of sense. Funny in a negative type of sense. But regardless, you will make people laugh. You will make people laugh like a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Not all attention is good attention. Trust me, it ain't. Not all attention is good attention. You're hearing this from a Leo, you know what I'm saying? I'm a goddamn attention whore, I ain't gonna lie, man. I love attention. And you're hearing this from a goddamn Leo. Not all attention is good attention. Meaning, you don't need to be in everybody's faces. Ooh, I hate that shit. Ooh, oh my god, I hate that shit. Have you ever been in high school? And there was at least one kid who was like, hi guys, trying to be a part of everything, trying to be in everybody's faces. Hi guys, hi. What we do later today? Have you ever noticed that shit? Everybody in high school had at least one person who's in everybody's face. And that type of person is not even wanted. That type of person is not even appreciated. You know what I'm saying? That type of person is not even welcomed in friend groups. Because nobody likes somebody who's in everybody's faces. At least I don't. At least I don't like anybody who's in everybody's faces, man. Hence, I have a hard time even associating myself with anything. I'ma keep it at 100, man. I'ma keep it 100. I'ma keep it 1,000. I'ma keep it 1,000,000, my guys, my whatnot. But somebody who seeks attention 24/7 from everybody is somebody who is substanceless. That person has no substance. Have you ever noticed that shit? Somebody who seeks attention from everybody, like, hi guys, some gay ass motherfucker who's in everybody's faces, is a person who can't do shit. That person ain't even funny. That person ain't even likable. That person has no charisma. That person has no interesting stories to tell. That person has no goddamn activities to do. You see what I'm saying? And that's like one thing attention seekers are into, or one quality of an attention seeker, period. Somebody who has no substance. Somebody, man, who the fuck is tweaking? Man, somebody who has no skill, you see what I'm saying? And somebody who's overly attention seeking is somebody who tries to overcompensate for the lack of capability by seeking everybody's attention. Because an attention seeker is somebody who mistakes getting everybody's attention as being valued. But that's not necessarily the case. Because when you're truly valued, you're not always receiving attention. And somebody who's receiving attention, vice versa, is not always valuable. I mean, just go on TikTok. Ooh, perfect example. Just go on TikTok. TikToks with millions of likes, millions of views, millions of followers. But these people ain't even valuable. You can get attention for some shit which has nothing to do with you having some sort of personal value. So value and attention, they do not go hand in hand, my guys and my girls and my whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So don't even get it fucked up if you yourself are an attention seeker. A severe attention seeker, don't get it twisted. There's nothing wrong with seeking attention, but you have to back up why you want attention. You have to provide some actual value, my guys and my girls and my whatnot. You need to have value on why you want attention or why you get attention. You see what I'm saying? With no value, there's no good attention. I mean, you can get attention without no value. That's possible. Just go on TikTok. Everybody gets attention nowadays. But that doesn't mean you will last. Lasting attention is only a thing, can only be acquired when you have value. Otherwise, you just come and go like the next motherfucker on TikTok. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Getting attention doesn't require value. Getting motherfucking attention doesn't require skill or talent. But if you want to last, if you want to have a lasting impact, if you want to even build good followers, you see what I'm saying, build a good community, you have to have value. You have to have, period, my guys and my girls and my whatnot. There is no way around it. Absolutely none, man. Absolutely motherfucking none. So yeah, not all attention is good attention, because good attention is only achieved by you gaining attention based on something valuable. And value is always relatable. When you have sincere value, whether it's a talent, a skill, or whatnot, you are appreciated. You are relatable. You see what I'm saying? Value has to be always relatable, and value is always relatable. So don't even get it twisted, my guys, my goods, and my whatnot. Without no value, there's no relatability. And in so many ways, people relate on their values anyways. The way you relate is reflecting who you truly are anyways. Even in astrology. Ooh, hold on a second. Even in astrology, value, or like relating, is Libra, 180 degrees. The first opposition is like the mirror. You always relate based on what you value, my guys and my girls and my whatnot. And who the fuck is speaking Russian in my chat? I do not understand Russian. What the fuck? I do not understand Russian. Rajbi, my guys, on some CSGO type shit. Buy me AVP, Rajbi. That's the only Russian I can. I'm gonna keep it 100, man. Yeah, give me 2 seconds. I need to piss, man. Rajbi, buy me AVP, huh? Rajbi, my guys and my girls and my whatnot. Shout out to Russia, man. I doubt you're even real, man. But anyways, as I was saying, the way you relate is always reflecting your values. So don't even get it twisted. When you want to see how somebody is truly at, You just see what they relate to. And what you relate to is just what you spend your time on. If you spend your time on 24/7 just being online, you value being online. Don't even get it twisted. You always relate to your values. You shouldn't say, and if you don't like what you relate to, you need to switch your goddamn values, my guys and my girls and my whatnot. Do not even get it twisted. So it's all about what's your value. What's your value is like damn near the end all and be all to life. If you value bullshit, your life will be bullshit. And it's not even a conscious thing with people. When they like, oh, but I don't value bullshit. You do value bullshit, because if you spend your time on bullshit, you value bullshit. Your actions are inevitable. And what you relate to is, as I was saying, linked in your values. So don't even get it twisted. It's all about your values. And some people just have desires. They do not have values, they just have desires. And it's easy to have desires. It's easy to want something. It's easy to demand something. It's easy to be like, I want this, I want that, I want to be a millionaire. It's easy to want something. But that doesn't mean you will actually get it. You still have to put your foot on the ground and walk your motherfucking walk, my guys and my girls and my whatnot. It's not a question of, whoa, what the fuck, I got that moth. It's a butterfly, what the fuck, beautiful as butterflies. It's not a question about wanting something and that's the end all and be all. It's about following your values. In so many ways, your values are your guidelines. They are your direction, like your compass in so many ways. And you only do what's your value. You only act upon what's your value. Ever so slightly, ever so subtly. You only do what's your value. You cannot do something you don't value. You know what I'm saying? So do not even get it twisted, my guys and my girls and my whatnot. Do not even get it twisted. You will always do what you deep down value. No way around that shit. There is no way around that shit. Goddamn, I'm on 5%, man. My phone's about to die. So let's just make it quick, my guys and my girls and my whatnot. But yeah, jealousy is like the highest form of a compliment. When somebody's jealous of you, they fuck with you deeply. When somebody's love bombing you, you might be like, do you truly mean it? Do you truly love me type shit. But if somebody's truly hating on you, there's no doubt. They fucking love you. They love you to death, my guys and my girls and my whatnot. So don't even get afraid of people who are jealous of you. Jealousy is the highest form of a compliment. And yeah, give me 2 seconds, I'll be right back. I just switched my location, it's getting dark outside. Let me switch my damn location, my guys and my girls and my whatnot. Jealousy is like the highest form of a compliment. Period. It's like the highest form of a compliment. And jealousy often looks like hate, I get it. And hate is frightening for human beings for some reason. But beneath that hate is the opposite. Love, motherfucking love. Somebody appreciating you. Somebody wanting to be like you. And that's like one phenomenon in life. When people talk, they barely mean what they say. They mean the opposite. Because people are in cognitive dissonance with themselves. Somebody who ain't aware of their own spirit, let alone what a spirit even is always in cognitive dissonance with their own self. Yeah, give me 2 seconds. I go on the inside. Give me 2 seconds. Yes, sir. We are straight. As I was saying, people barely mean what they say. Because people don't understand themselves. They absolutely don't. And if you don't God, Man, what the fuck? My goddamn phone died on my ass, man. My bad, my phone just straight up died on my ass, man. The second I was plugging in that shit and my goddamn cable goddamn died, you know what I'm saying? But I was saying, people don't even know themselves. So they are in constant opposition with themselves. Meaning, when somebody's saying something, they don't even. God motherfucking damn, it happened again. It happened a motherfucking again. My phone died the second time. But we shall be straight right now. We shall be straight right now. As I was saying, my guys and my ass and my whatnot. As I was saying, man, as I was saying. My phone's goddamn charging, you know what I'm saying? My shit's charging right now. We straight. Everybody's self-reflecting. Everybody's lying like a bitch, man. Everybody's lying. I do not believe anybody. Everybody is lying, man. You get taken by the rapture. Huh? What are you talking about, man? Everybody's motherfucking lying like a motherfucker, my guys and my girls and my whatnot. So anytime somebody is talking to you, they're merely self-reflecting, man. They're merely self-reflecting. People who don't even know themselves, who haven't read the user's manual, metaphorically speaking, who don't even understand how their spirit is working, etc., can't even fathom to be on some path of clarity. Hence, they do not know what the fuck they're talking about. So anytime they speak, they don't even mean what they say. They don't even come sincerely. That's like the goddamn allegory of everything, man. Not even the allegory, the reality of everything. People cannot even be sincere. People cannot be honest. People cannot be for real. They just motherfucking can't. Absolutely they can't. Because they simply don't understand themselves, my guys and my whatnot. Which is crucial. Which is motherfucking crucial. This is what everything goes back to. You. I'm saying it all goes back to you. As somebody who ain't even understanding themselves is a nobody, an utter nobody, somebody who lacks clarity, direction, purpose, and as I was saying in the beginning, now they do funny ass things. If you don't have a good starting point, you do funny ass things, man. Trust me, you do funny ass things. It all goes back to your spiritual space, to your spirit. And if you don't even sincerely conduct, let alone understand your spirit, you know, funny ass shit, man. You do funny ass shit. Very funny shit. It's not even that deep or that hard. If you're constantly jealous, if you're constantly insecure, if you're constantly very nosy, very retarded, it's not even that deep. Like, what are you so jealous about? What are you so hateful about? What are you so confused about? It's not even that deep to live life. It's not that hard to live life in a peaceful type of manner. You know what I'm saying? It's absolutely not. It is absolutely not, man. And nobody is coming for you. We all live life peacefully. Nobody wants something from you. We can all live life peacefully. It's not that life is war inherently. Life is only war because of society. Reality is only a battle because of society. Do not even get it twisted. Life is not evil. Life is not bad. Life is not hard. Life is not extreme. Society is. Goddamn. Just take a look outside, man. I think y'all motherfuckers need to take a walk outside, man, because y'all do not understand nature as a whole, man. Everything is peaceful outside. Trees are growing. Birds are chirping. Flies are flying around, animals are walking, but only humans tend to have conflicts. Only humans tend to have severe made-up mental illnesses, like, who will win the next election type shit, you know what I'm saying? Only humans fall victim to retardation. They have self-created, man. On top of that, they created that shit themselves, man. It's like an invisible prison which got created by humans we call society. Not to say that society is imprisoning you, because society ain't imprisoning me. But humans who don't have a purpose fall victim in society. Society is like only a curse, or like the biggest curse to people who don't have a purpose. It's like a race. It's like a labyrinth. And if you don't have direction, you will just end up lost somewhere. You will end up being trapped somewhere, not knowing direction, not knowing how to find your way out. You see what I'm saying, metaphorically speaking? It's like very hard to understand me if you don't have a sense of spirituality within yourself, because I don't talk in very obvious type of terminology. Well, I do talk very simply, but then again, if you don't have a sense of spirituality, you have a hard time understanding anything in life. You know what I'm saying? And a sense of spirituality is just you having a sense of self. You having a sense of who you truly are, what you truly stand for, how this human machine is working, not even machine as in this is like a robot, but how this human body is working, how it got engineered, how you engineer your life. If you don't have a sense of that, you don't go anywhere in life anyways. So don't even bother trying to be successful. Because success is not defined by obtaining XYZ. I know it sounds cliche, but it's nevertheless truly true. Success is truly defined by wisdom. It absolutely is. Because wisdom translates into everything. Success, as far as money and status, ain't translating into everything. If you have wisdom, you have universal keys to unlock doors which are independent of each other. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, if you have wisdom, your wisdom will goddamn have you straight in every area of your life. You know what I'm saying? So wisdom translates perfectly into anything because wisdom is life. Life is wisdom. If you live life, you have wisdom. But people don't even live life nowadays. People just spend their life being behind the screen doing nothing all day. You know what I'm saying? Jerking off to some furry porn or some shit like that, man. Gooning their ass off, you know what I'm saying? Playing video games 24/7, rushing B 24/7, playing Counter-Strike 24/7, Raj B, bled. Raj B, guys, come on, Raj B, Kalashnikov, you know what I'm saying? If you are a motherfucker, oh, I didn't mean to goddamn delete that shit. But anyways, who gives a fuck, man? It's a goddamn psyop anyways. Who gives a fuck? But if you don't live life, you will not have wisdom. Living life is all about having wisdom. If you do not have wisdom, that means you don't live life properly. And living life is not achieved by you being in some shit which is far away from reality. Phones ain't reality. This shit is not real. You know what I'm saying? As in this goddamn pixelated animated screen has nothing to do with life. You know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with life. My guys and my girls and my whatnot. Keep that shit in mind. You know what I'm saying? You absolutely have to keep that shit in mind. If you don't keep, it's like remembering is partially everything. If you tend to forget yourself, you are motherfucking cooked, my guys and my girls and my whatnot. Because of what good is having a capability if you don't remember how to use it? And if it's truly you, you will remember it anyways. You see what I'm saying? When you truly are capable of doing something, you will remember that shit as reality anyways. But one thing I like to touch before I leave is this right here. Belief. Not belief as in religion. Belief as in faith in who you truly are. Let's just say you are very capable of singing. Let's just say you are a very capable type of singer. But you don't have faith in yourself. When it's time to sing, when it's time to goddamn rock the goddamn stage, and you don't have faith in your singing ability, it's like not having that ability at all. Meaning that faith is like the agreement, the recognition of you seeing your own self. You can be the best person on planet Earth, man. You can be Jesus Christ himself, man. But if you don't have faith in yourself, it's like all of your capabilities, they go out the motherfucking window, my guys and my girls and my whatnot. So that's one thing you need to keep in mind, man. I mean, don't get it twisted. You still need to work. You still need to put in the goddamn drill sessions. No UK drill type shit. But you still have to keep in your goddamn work. But whatever you worked upon won't come into fruition if you don't have faith in that work. You see what I'm saying? Because if you don't have faith, it's not you agreeing to your ability. Faith is like you recognizing your ability. When you have faith, you recognize your motherfucking ability, right? And without that faith, you don't recognize your abilities. Hence, they go out the motherfucking window. You can be somebody who is singing for 10 years straight. Your singing ability could be 10 years deep. Deeply refined and everything. You could be like on some Michael Jackson type shit. But if you don't have faith in your Michael Jackson type of singing, it's like as good as having no type of singing ability. You know what I'm saying? But I think that shall be it. I'll go for a couple more minutes. I'll go for a couple more minutes. If y'all haven't liked the motherfucking live stream or gossam or whatnot, you see what I'm saying? Like the motherfucking live stream. What the fuck is we doing? What the fuck is we doing, my gossam or whatnot? So yeah. It's like life is not even that deep, man. Things ain't even that complicated. They just motherfucking ain't. If you don't have a purpose, you start to exaggerate. And then exaggeration becomes your motherfucking purpose. But I think that shall be it, my guys and my whatnots. I have things to do. I have things to take care of. So y'all take care of yourselves. Ooh, one last thing. I can't believe I forgot to talk about that shit right here, man. Motherfucking care. Care is everything in life. If you don't have care, you cannot even function properly. It goes back to faith. Faith and care are very much related in so many ways. They're very similar. Because care allows you to even stay alive. You wouldn't be alive if you don't care for something, not even care for as in for people. Care for yourself. Care is like the binding mechanism which is binding you to life. And without care, you cannot have access to life. So it's very crucial to care about something, not just anything, something valuable. And the most valuable thing you can care of is yourself. If people would truly care about themselves, we wouldn't be in this type of world. We wouldn't be in this type of goddamn system we are in. We are only in this type of world because people do not give a fuck about themselves. Trust me. Trust me, they motherfucking don't. So yeah, if you truly care about yourself, life will be better. Yeah, give me 2 seconds, I'll be right back. My bad. But care is everything. It's absolutely everything. You can be the most skilled person on planet Earth. But if you don't care about showing up, if you don't care about refining your skill, if you don't care about XYZ, it's not going to happen. It's absolutely not going to happen. And your life is only as good or as bad as you care is. What you care about is your life. I hope you understand that shit. What you care about is your motherfucking life. Don't even get it fucked up. You are a result of what you care about. Everything you have ever cared about made you who you are right now. And that's motherfucking crucial. Everything is extremely cohesive in life. And everything has a meaning. The meaning is you being into something. Don't even get it twisted. Not on some religious type of shit. But everything has a meaning. And everything is for a reason. The way you are right now is a result out of everything you have been doing your whole life. It's like a domino effect. Shit cannot go unnoticed. Shit cannot go, I don't want to say unpunished, but shit will always be seen. And what you're into, what you involve yourself into, or like what you care about, will always come back to you. It will make you, it will shape your motherfucking life, man. You know what I'm saying? So don't even get it twisted. Care is absolutely vital. And having good care is having like a good mind. Shout out to motherfucking Dolo the Pilot, man. He been saying this, man. When you care about something, you tend to be, not even you tend to, you will be beautiful. Not even as in body. That shit included, but it goes beyond the body. Because that's something we all seek, we all long for, and we all like. Something everybody likes is life. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. Tell me, if you wouldn't like life, you wouldn't be here. Everybody likes life, spiritually speaking. So you have to agree to some care in some way, shape, or form. If it wasn't for you caring about something, you wouldn't be alive. So every spirit who is alive likes care. You see what I'm saying? And that's like attraction as a whole. You having the ability to care about something. And somebody caring about you, by default, that makes them attractive. Think about the people you like. Why do you like certain people, or why do you even like anybody per se? You only like somebody because they care. Hence, they become attractive. Hence, beyond some romantic, sexual type of shit. Hence, they become appealing to you, whether it's a friendship or like some romantic shit or like family, you fucking name it. That's something we all long for. Care. Not even care for others, but at the very least, care for our own motherfucking life, my guys and my girls and my. Talking about caring about my life, I go and take care of my life. Y'all take care of yourselves. I see you guys soon enough. If y'all haven't, like the goddamn live stream. And I see you guys soon enough. I appreciate y'all. Shout y'all out. and y'all stay safe. Peace out, yo.